question is, when staring at your big goal and it seems like a massive elephant that you can't conquer, what will you do? Well, that's the question, and this podcast, Eat Your Elephant, is here to help you to find the answer that will keep you moving forward and making progress. Because you can eat your elephant one bite at a time. I'm your host, Nick Macy, and let's dive right in. Well, hello there, and welcome to Eat Your Elephant, all about helping you conquer your goals. So, with the goals that you're working toward, I have a question for you. Have you ever been discouraged? Maybe not making progress as fast as you would like? Well, if that's you, or if you've ever been there, even if you're there right now, then I want to tell you, I understand a little bit. I don't like telling people I understand because everybody's different, and so you might be experiencing things differently than I have. But I've been there. I've been discouraged plenty of times. Not making the progress that I'd like to make as quickly as I would prefer. I know what that's like. Especially when you're the type of person that wants to set those goals and then wants to pursue them, and you get fired up. You're taking all the action you can, and for some reason it's just not clicking as fast as you would like. And at least being discouraged. And being discouraged isn't fun, and then it ends up almost having a snowball effect because you get discouraged and you lose some motivation, and then with the loss of motivation, then you might not be as productive, and then your efforts pull back a little bit because you're getting frustrated, and then it's like then you have more to be frustrated and discouraged about because now you're really not making progress. Have you been there? Well, if you have or if you are, then there's a few things that I want to tell you, because I want you to remember these things when you are discouraged. When progress isn't going as fast as you'd prefer, or you're seeing somebody else and saying, "Hey, they're making progress so fast, so they've got all these things. Why don't I?" I want you to remember these things, these points I'm about to make. Because, see, you don't have to let that discouragement stop you from making progress. You don't have to let being frustrated with how quickly you're moving forward prevent you from achieving your goals. Because, first of all, remember, other people are other people. We are all unique. You have different skills and abilities than the person next to you. Your strengths are your strengths. And sometimes it's easy to compare ourselves to other people, and a lot of times that does lead to the discouragement because we don't compare ourselves to the people that aren't going as fast as we are. We're like, hey, why aren't I moving as quickly as that person? We compare ourselves to other people that are doing a lot better sometimes, and that can be frustrating. So other people are other people, and also don't compare yourself, like your beginnings, to their highlights. This is especially true on social media. Somebody has kind of prepared that little section of their house, and so it looks all perfect. And they take a picture of it, post it on Instagram, and everyone's like, well, why doesn't my house look so perfect? Or maybe somebody has been working on their craft for decades, and they've posted these things on social media, and then someone that's just starting out, it's like, well, I want that, and I want to achieve those things that they're doing. So either it's somebody that's just posting the good things, and so that's only anybody can see is the good, the perfect, the very selected items that they want people to see, or somebody that has been working at it for a very long time. And comparing yourself to either one of those, man, it can lead to that discouragement. So please just don't. And for the next one, if you're getting a little discouraged, remember that there's only one person for you to beat. And that's who you were before. As long as you're taking those steps to improve yourself and to better yourself, to develop these new skills and abilities and habits, then you're making progress. And see, progress is great. Now, another thing about progress, it is great, but it's not always a straight line. We're humans. There's some up days and down days. Sometimes things are clicking, and then we might end up taking a few steps back before we can move forward again. So try to just be better than yourself by continuing to improve, and know that you are human, and that some days will be better than others, and that progress is not a straight, perfect line. It might be a little up, a little down, but as long as you're continuing to improve over time and doing the best that you can, it's probably going to keep getting better. And when you are discouraged, I say effort counts. Developing the habit of doing your best is a great habit to have because you'll just get used to trying to improve. And when you do that, you tend to improve. You tend to get better when you try your best and you try to get better. And also, for effort counting, when you do that, when you know that your effort counts and you get used to doing your best, addressing whatever challenges come your way, you'll build resilience. And that resilience is what's going to help you to stay persistent and to keep moving forward, to keep putting in that effort, regardless of the challenges and the setbacks. And that persistence is what can lead to success. Sometimes, or grit. You develop that grit. And lastly, but definitely not least, remember that you can learn. You can develop new skills. You can improve the skills that you already have. You can learn new knowledge. And the best part about it is you get to keep what you learn for life. So if progress isn't going as fast as you'd like, then try to see if there's something that you can learn or skills you can develop, a new habit to create or anything that will help you to keep moving forward and to start moving forward even faster than you are right now. So you have the power to do a lot of these things. Acknowledging your effort, realizing that you're the only person to beat. As long as you're improving, you're on the right track. Trying not to compare yourself to other people at all, and learning what you can learn. See, these are just a few things that I wholeheartedly believe, and that help me when I get discouraged, because I do too. I get discouraged sometimes, but I think what's important is just realizing where it's from, kind of what's causing it. What my thoughts are that's creating that discouragement, and then doing something about it. It might be reminding myself of one of these things that I've just shared with you, or trying to make a different adjustment. That's today's episode. Thanks for listening. Hope you have a great day. Keep making progress going forward. Give yourself credit for the progress and the efforts you are doing. And you've made it all the way to the end of the episode, so most likely you like it a little bit. Please go and rate and review this podcast. That way other people can find it. It'd be a huge help for the podcast. Thanks for doing that, and I'll talk to you again in the next episode.